Beyond the Gates spoilers for Thursday, June 19th suggest some major drama is about to hit the fan, as Smitty Smith's investigation has the potential to uncover multiple secrets. It looks like Smitty's story may not only expose Detective Malone's dirty cop dealings with local criminal, Joey Armstrong, but may also bring Martin Richardson's scary secret to the surface. We're seeing, too. During the week of June 9 to 13, fans saw Smitty notice a link between Detective Malone and Joey when he looked at an old picture of the cop at his exclusive yacht club for the retirement piece he was doing for the police officer. Coincidentally, Joey was in the background, as he was also a member of this club. With that said, during the Monday, June 16th show, Martin had a flashback from his secret and traumatic night, and Malone's face appeared. Somehow, Malone is connected to Martin's secret, so once Smitty starts digging, he may be in for the shock of his life. Across town, beyond the gates. Spoilers note that Martin's sister, Catherine "Cat" Richardson, will have high hopes where Tom Navarro is concerned. These two have yet to do the deed, so is this about the expectations she has of Tom in the bedroom, or as a boyfriend overall? He passed the loyalty test recently when he made it clear to Eva Thomas that all he wanted from her was friendship. Unbeknownst to Tomas, Kat was hiding under Eva's hotel bed, eavesdropping on their conversation. Technically, she was there to snag Leslie Thomas's helmet and gloves for evidence in the Laura Peterson case, but stumbled upon a gem of a moment when she heard Tomas push Eva back after she tried to kiss him. Considering this stand-up move, plus his good looks and charm, Tomas may be the total package. But will he and Kat have chemistry once they hit the sheets? Finally, Naomi Hawthorne will make a promise to June. During the Wednesday, June 18th episode, Naomi found out that her homeless friend's tent was raided by the cleanup crew and the cherished photo of the kids she had was taken. June asked for Naomi's help, and Naomi didn't hesitate to let her friend know that she'd lend a hand. BTG fans know this is June's prized possession, so Naomi will likely do all she can to help the homeless woman recover the picture. Beyond the Gates spoilers imply that viewers can sense there's a bigger mystery surrounding the photo and June, so it'll be interesting to see this new storyline unfold. Beyond the Gates star Brandon Claiborne, who plays the role of Martin Richardson on the popular CBS show that premiered in February, got a lot of praise from fans on Sunday. Read on to find out what gets people so happy. On Instagram, the actor shared a short preview of the show, and in it, Brandon said that he told Mom. Of course, fans and other scripted actors think he lost his mind. In his caption, he wrote, "Things are heating up on #Beyond the Gates, don't miss it, #CBS, #Paramount, #BTG. Naturally, fans love any excuse to talk about the hot BTG show. One of them laughed about the family dynamic, saying, "Martin, why in the world would you tell your mom what you did?" Fans who follow Beyond the Gates know that Martin has secrets, and since March, the storyline has developed that he repressed murderous memories. And his mom, Nicole, sparked a lot of speculation about her helping him bury the memory. Spoilers for the show this week suggest that Smitty Smith ends up investigating something that might point to his husband Martin's secret. It's a compelling show with outstanding actors and great storylines. Well, fans can get enough of it, so they started chatting about it in the comments. 2025 truly came alive for drama fans because the new show is so good. And so far, it seems that hardly anyone has anything bad to say about it. One of them told Brandon Claiborne, "Plenty of similar praises went the way of not just Martin Richardson, but also all of the other people as well." Here are a few more shout-outs. What do you think of BTG so far? Do you agree that it's a great watch with good writers, producers, and actors? Do you hope it becomes a long-running drama that keeps people entertained for years to come? Shout out in the comments below, and come back here often for all your Beyond the Gates spoilers, cast news, and updates. Following a night of mind-blowing sex with her father's doctor, Chelsea is basking in the afterglow of her first official date with Madison, until she's brought back down to earth by a concern. Madison doesn't like how quickly Chelsea grabbed her phone after they had sex, worried that she might be oversharing with her fans. Even when Chelsea promises she isn't posting about their relationship, Madison is still concerned about Chelsea's addition to her phone. Every notification, every like, is like a little dopamine hit that keeps you coming back for more, Madison says. But Chelsea clarifies that social media is a key part of her job, so she's just being responsible, which Madison appreciates. Still, Madison says the most important connections happen when you put the phone down, and Chelsea fully agrees. Meanwhile, Martin is still roughing up that busboy at the country club where he demands answers. Easy. And fast. The busboy agrees that he's seen Martin before, but with so many people coming in and out of the club on a daily basis, he's seen a lot of people before. Martin makes the busboy repeat the phrase, "Let's see what color's your money," hoping that it will confirm his suspicions, but it's no use. He's a sweaty mess as he attempts to leave the club, but he's stopped by Naomi, who can't help but detect that there's something going on with her cousin. He's in no mood to open up, however, so he blows her off and rushes out of the building. Over at the Richardsons' house, Samantha has a question for Smitty. What's gay sex like? The out-of-nowhere inquiry causes him to do a spit take, and even after Samantha explains that it's for a human sexuality class she's taking at a local community college, he's still uncomfortable. Apparently, Martin signed off on this class when he was distracted with work, not totally sure to what he was agreeing. Beyond that, Smitty is concerned that being a spokesperson for Chelsea and Kat's new line is going to interfere with Samantha's schoolwork. He becomes less worried when she quotes Vernon, promising that she's keeping her eye on the prize. When Martin returns home, Samantha can tell there's something on his mind, but she's too preoccupied with her schoolwork to dig too deep. It's a different story with Smitty, who tells Martin about his brief interview with Marcel, triggering more flashbacks in the process. Martin then confesses that his nightmares haven't gone away, though Smitty still doesn't understand what Marcel has to do with any of it. Smitty also refuses to let Martin minimize the situation, demanding that he tell him everything he knows. Unfortunately, Vernon previously told Martin that keeping quiet is the best way to protect the people he loves, so Smitty doesn't get the answers he's looking for. Martin does promise to get some help when things slow down at work, which Smitty will just have to accept. Speaking of things we'll just have to accept, Andre and Danny have another talk about whether they're ready to go public, if ever. When Andre says he's pretty sure that Kat and Chelsea have already figured out that they're sleeping together, Danny totally freaks out. Not only is Danny worried about Chelsea finding out she's sleeping with someone closer to her daughter's age than her own, but she's convinced that Nicole won't speak to either of them once she learns the truth. Danny only gets more upset when she finds out that Andre told Ted about their relationship, even though he swears it was by mistake. "This is serious," Danny tells him, to which Andre correctly replies, "It doesn't have to be." When Andre asks if it has anything to do with Bill, Danny shoots him down. "He stopped having anything to say or feel about me the moment he took off the ring I put on his finger." But Andre isn't convinced. "The truth is, I'm scared to get played again, and I'm tired of men making me feel like I'm not enough," Danny admits, though Andre doesn't appreciate her lumping him in with the likes of Bill. Then Danny asks the million-dollar question, "Are you sure there's no other woman? Maybe someone closer to your age who doesn't come with quite as much baggage?" Andre swears she's the only woman for him, and that he hasn't so much as sent a flirty DM to another woman since they started seeing each other. "So how about we stop hiding and we share our happiness with the world?" he asks again. Surprisingly, Danny agrees. Maybe it's time. Just then, Chelsea enters the house, giving Andre his cue to exit. But before Danny even has a chance to tell her daughter about Andre, Chelsea interrupts her. "Mom, I think I'm in love." Danny reiterates that love is love, and she's fully supportive of Chelsea being with a woman. Danny is delighted to hear that this mystery woman makes Chelsea happier than anyone before, and she's not the least bit surprised to find out that the lucky lady is Madison. Still, Danny reminds Chelsea that her last relationship, if you can call it that, left her with some scars, and she shouldn't rush into anything else too quickly. Chelsea says she's not rushing, so Danny suggests Madison come over for dinner so the whole family can meet her. In other messy relationship news, Naomi is at the country club where she's preparing to meet with a client, only for Ashley to storm in and steal her attention with an important question. How the hell could you let Derek propose to me? Naomi says she was just being a good friend, preventing Derek from picking out a cheap ring that would turn her finger green, but it doesn't temper Ashley's rage. You know what does help, though? Tequila shots. After knocking the first one back, Ashley apologizes for exploding at Naomi, not to mention making her cancel her client meeting. Naomi also apologizes for not shutting down Derek's proposal plans, but the one thing she doesn't understand is why Ashley isn't ready to settle down. Without explicitly saying so, Ashley basically admits to Naomi that she's worried about rushing things with Derek. And Naomi reminds her that she had the same concerns about moving in with Jacob back in the day. To Naomi, it sounds like Ashley has excuses for not being with Derek, instead of actual reasons, forcing her to ask, "Is there someone else?" Over at Orphe Jeans, Derek is bringing Jacob up to speed on the Ashley situation, explaining that she reacted to the engagement ring like it was a bomb about to explode. Jacob says it's hopeful that Ashley didn't say she'd never want to get married, but Derek doesn't agree. And when Derek says that Ashley viewed the proposal as an ultimatum, Jacob helps him see that it basically was. Derek is convinced that there's something holding Ashley back, and she isn't being honest about what, or who, that is. Right on cue, Andre enters Orphe Jeans, and Derek doesn't appreciate that Ashley has apparently confided in him about their latest problems. Andre says he's surprised that Ashley turned Derek down, promising that she loves him more than anything. But not even Jacob believes that Andre feels bad for them. At the casino, Joey and Vanessa barely have time to put their clothes back on before Doug arrives, demanding to know what they've been up to. "I'll confess, your wife was putting the screws to me," Joey tells him, clarifying that she worked out a lucrative deal in the couple's favor. That's when Doug asks for a moment alone with his wife, because they have a lot to discuss. Doug is feeling real sassy with Joey, calling his casino a dump, which he doesn't appreciate. "You should know I've put people in the hospital for less disrespect than that," Joey tells him. But Doug remains undeterred, demanding 5 minutes along with Vanessa. Doug expresses his displeasure at Vanessa working so closely with a slimeball like Joey, but she reminds him that it's his fault they're in this mess in the first place. Vanessa tells Doug she'll be damned if she's going to let Joey have his way with her. Without missing a beat, Doug replies, "Are you sure you haven't already?" Like we said, Doug's feeling sassy today. When Joey returns, Doug offers a new plan. He and Vanessa will take a 20% commission, which they'll split evenly down the middle. He even throws in a threat for good measure. "With everything I know, you're going to want to keep me real close," he says. Beyond the Gates spoilers for Wednesday, June 18th, reveal some interesting moments in Fairmont Crest. Chelsea Hamilton takes a big step, while Andre Richardson gives out some relationship advice. Plus, Bill Hamilton has recovery woes. Read on to learn more about what's coming up on the CBS soap. Beyond the Gates spoilers for Wednesday, June 18th, note that Chelsea and Dr. Madison Montgomery will take a major step in their romance. Well, considering they had their first date on Monday, June 16th, where they shared their kiss and more, what more big events are there left? Moving in together? Marriage? Deciding to adopt a baby? Fans will have to tune in to find out. In a twist of irony, Andre will give his Uncle Ted Richardson some relationship advice. Considering Andre is an expert on hookups and not relationships, this could be interesting. All joking aside, Andre is a good guy who means well, and he has gotten Danny Dupree to commit to him, so perhaps he can provide Ted with some words of wisdom on how to win back Nicole Richardson. Beyond the Gates spoilers for Wednesday imply that Bill may have some recovery woes. After all, the weekly promo shows a scene between him and Haley Hamilton, where it looks like she's talking to him while he has a blank look on his face. Added teasers imply that Bill's recovery will have Haley panicking, as she'll have more questions than answers. Will Bill relapse? Could he suffer another stroke? Will this backtrack cause the doctors to worry? Bill isn't exactly following the orders of the medical professionals, so will he start doing so? If not for himself, for his young bride and the baby she is carrying? Haley doesn't need this kind of stress in her pregnancy. Are you excited about Wednesday's show? Join the conversation below. Watch your favorite soap on CBS Daily. and check out CTS regularly for the hottest Beyond the Gates news and spoilers. Here are your spoilers for Beyond the Gates on Thursday, June 19th, 25. Make good choices, Tomas. That's what Kat will want from her beau. Thomas got to finally meet Danny Dupree, then got threatened by Danny. Are all introductions with this family going to be like this? In the third episode, Kat has high expectations for Tomas. Will these choices involve the fashion line or her amateur detective mission to bring down Leslie? It's been a while since we saw June. The last time she was in the hospital recovering from pneumonia, Naomi represented her after she was charged with assault in a tent city cleanup. June is a mystery woman, and we have just begun to scratch the surface. In Thursday's episode, Naomi vows to help June recover her most cherished possession. Will Naomi take Jean on admission and return to Tent City? This journey could show Naomi the darker side of the city and have her on a mission to protect the rights of all the displaced. One of the most intriguing storylines on Beyond the Gates is Martin's nightmare arc, and the more we find out, the more questions we have. Smitty has a new assignment to do a piece on the soon-to-be retiring street legend, Detective Marcel Malone. But like most things in Beyond the Gates, pulling a thread always drags out more than you thought, and this is no different. At the mention of this new article he has to write up, Martin became agitated and looked scared, because Detective Malone was there 2 years ago when the incident happened. Marcel has ties to organized crime, from Joey Armstrong at the casino to the chief of police, Elon Hawthorne, Malachi Malik. In Thursday's episode, Smitty's investigation threatens to expose secrets. Smitty needs to be careful, but he doesn't yet know how dangerous these people are. Joey, after all, employs a triggerman, and Ted's friend, a well-known surgeon, left town and never came back to avoid getting done in by Joey. Will Smitty's investigation help his husband or put them both in danger? Watch full episodes of Beyond the Gates weekdays on CBS or stream on Paramount+. The Beyond the Gates What to Watch moments for Wednesday, June 17th, 2025 reveal major changes in core relationships. Haley questions Bill's recovery. Andre offers relationship advice to Ted. Meanwhile, Chelsea and Madison are already taking the next step in their relationship. Andre is our favorite ladies' man, so it's no surprise that he's going to be dishing out relationship advice. It's ironic considering he wasn't sure whether he wanted to be with Ashley or Danny, but now Andre has his heart and mind set on Danny. On Wednesday's episode, he will give his uncle love advice. Ted wants to work on his marriage to Nicole. Obviously, it hasn't been easy since his past came back to haunt him. Nicole might consider throwing it all away. What kind of advice will Andre give Ted? Will Ted even listen to Andre? Or will he find another way to sabotage their marriage? It's interesting to see Andre take on the role of relationship coach. Bill's recovery will leave Haley with more questions than answers. She might bring up some of those questions. What does this mean for their already complicated relationship? Haley has fears about their future. She wants him to be alive for the sake of their child. Haley wants Bill to listen to his doctor, but he doesn't have the best bedside manner. Will Bill listen to Haley's concerns, or will he continue to let his stubbornness run the show? Meanwhile, Chelsea and Madison are already making moves in their relationship. It's progressing quite fast. Even though they just met, they can't deny the attraction between them. But is it too much? Too soon? Is Chelsea able to handle this new relationship since she just came to terms with her sexuality? In the Tuesday, June 17th episode of Beyond the Gates, Doug joined the money laundering conversation with Vanessa and Joey. Martin continued to fret about his dreams and hallucinations, but still hasn't revealed what happened 2 years ago. Chelsea reveled in this new love of hers. Meanwhile, Ashley and Derek vented about their broken relationship and rejected proposal. This happened just as Andre and Danny decided to take a bold move. Ashley and Andre were kind of in the same boat in Tuesday's episode. The difference is, he's in a relationship that's sparking and progressing and could be good for him. Meanwhile, Ashley is in a relationship where she and Derek have trumped up all these obstacles between them, and it has to be for a reason. And for now, that reason is they don't feel they can be together. Ashley isn't ready, and Derek thinks they should be together forever, starting now. Naomi asked Ashley point blank if there's someone else she has feelings for, even subconsciously. And for some reason, Ashley isn't willing to admit to her flirtation with Andre. So, she's either afraid to reveal this because Andre is Naomi's cousin, or she's in pure and complete denial. Meanwhile, Danny asked Andre the same thing in a move designed to protect her heart. She doesn't think she can be the second choice again, and she is right. She shouldn't have to be in that situation. But Andre lying to her about how he feels, or even felt, about Ashley, will only hurt Danny in the end. Unfortunately, young Andre doesn't come clean. He thinks he has a handle on his previous feelings for Ashley, but now that she may no longer be in a relationship with Derek, will she wake up to her feelings for Andre? In BTG's weekly video preview, it looks like she has a dream about a shirtless Andre. This might signal a sudden flood of emotions for Andre that she had to compartmentalize before when she was taken. Hopefully, Andre, in turn, will shut those feelings down and concentrate on his relationship with Danny, which more and more people are discovering. Chelsea isn't mad at it. Why does Danny think Nicole would be?